Good evening. It's Cindy Fodor here with Stamp the Love, and it's Make It Monday. I'm not live today because I needed to go and take care of grandchildren today. In fact, two different ones, one during the day and one this evening. So I wanted to get you a project and introduce a new suite of products that's coming out starting tomorrow. So I'm really excited about that. I first want to mention what I'm going to be showing you is from the suite. It's called Botanical Weaves. I forget exactly what it's called. Something like that. Botanical Weaves, I believe, or Botanical Textures, I think it is. I am using that suite as part of my special Stamps in the Mail class this month. So I want to tell you a little bit about that because if you get my emails, you should have gotten an email Saturday afternoon. So if you didn't see it, be sure to go back and check for it. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find my phone here. So what I'm doing this time is a little different. I'm just playing with some things and trying to see what might work for most of you. So this time I am going to do an option 1 and an option 2. Option 1 is $28 and it gets you 3 cards and these products, a half a pack of the one DSP and a half a pack of the other, and I'm going to show you those in a minute, and a pack of the neutral matte gems. So all new things coming out tomorrow. Option 2 gets you 6 cards. So the first 3 and the second and another 3. The second 3 will be fun fold cards. And this kit includes more things, so it's a little more expensive. So you get the 2 DSPs or designer series papers. You get the gems, you get a roll of the ribbon, and you get the new mini corrugated embossing folder. So that's $54. And of course you need to add $7 if you would like me to mail it to you. If you can pick it up at one of my classes or at my house, that, you don't have to add that. So the deadline to order, though, is March 8th. I want to get this stuff before it sells out because it's so awesome that I'm sure it's going to sell out. I was going to make it several weeks away, and I decided that if I'm going to do it at all, I need to do it like ASAP. So I encourage you, if you want this, to message me right away because you know how these things are. Okay, so that's the main thing I wanted to let you know about. And of course, our classes are starting next week. In my email, I showed you 2 of the cards that we're going to be doing. And I'm not going to show you the other ones tonight because I honestly, I've been moving them around and not decided which ones I want to make for sure. So I think that's it. Let me pop over to the other camera and get you introduced to this new bundle. Okay, so I've never included an embossing folder in one of these kits before, but I knew that you would all want to get your hands on this, and because it's part of the suite, I figured that it was probably the easiest way to get this to you, because if you are purchasing your own bundle, you'll want to save the money by purchasing those together, and then this is the only thing left in the suite that you wouldn't have. So again, I gave you those 2 prices, and you can always add on the bundle as an extra cost. And usually I give these to you. They're 10% off, and I give you free shipping on this bundle when you buy it with this kit. Okay. So this is what it looks like, and it has these fabulous rectangle dies. And you might say, sort of like I did, like we already have rectangle dies. Well, these are different. Do you see all the designs? Every one of them has a different border design on it, and you'll see it on the cards as I show you those. So the bundle, it's called the mini corrugated embossing folder. The ribbon is, I'll show you on here if I can. It's this really lightweight woven ribbon. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's real. It's almost, you can almost see through it in spots. So it's a real loose weave, and it's very easy to work with. We'll be using that tonight. And then these matte, they're called matte dots, neutrals. And it's great to have blacks, pure blacks again. I'm so excited about that. So we've got white, black, beige, and pecan pie. All right, let me show you the rest, and then I'll show you my cutie. Okay, so this is the one DSP. This is called, let me get the name right. This is Botanical Textures, and all black and white. There are 6 different designs, and then each of them have a design on the other side. And I don't have full sheets here, so I'm just going to show you the other sides of these. Lots of just watercolor black and white looks. Some marble look there. And I think I might have shown you that one already. No, that's just a little bit different than... Oh yeah, I did. I showed you that one. I didn't know he was sticking in there. Okay, so that's that one. And then let me grab the other one. And it is called Woven Textures. Okay? And I have them all laid out here. There are only 4 sheets, 3 of each. 4 designs, I should say. And then, of course, each of them has a design on the back of it. So you've got this sheet, this sheet, this sheet, and this sheet. And I'm telling you, I have been having so much fun with these. I think I've used every single one except maybe this one. And I've not stamped that much. I shouldn't say this. The back of this one and the back of this one. They are just amazing. And you're definitely going to want to get your hands on that. Now, let me pop over here and show you my cutie pie. And this is Emma, and this is her first pigtail. Can you believe it? She's 8 months old, and her first pigtail. And I should have pictures of the other ones because I got to see all the other ones today. And do you think I took a picture? Of course not. All right, let me just see if I have this camera in a good spot. All right. I will mention that, of course, up here is the March host code. And if you want to place an order, you can use that code. This will be the last month that there's a code. And I want to pop over here and show you. Okay, so this was in my email. You should have gotten that on Saturday. So one of the very first things I put on there because it's so important. So April 15th, the new Stampin' Rewards start. They're going to be simpler and fairer. Everybody earns rewards on any orders of $20 or more. Every time you place an order of $20 or more, you get a 10% in your bank, in your what do I want to say, rebate. But to use that, you have to have an online account set up. It can't be one that I set up for you. It has to be your own account. And you may have one, but you may not have used it lately, and you might not know what it is, but you need to go on and make sure. So number 1 tells you exactly what to do so that you can get signed up. If you have any issues, please let me know, or I will have you call Stampin' Up. I might be able to walk you through some things, but Stampin' Up will not let me do your business for you. In other words, they're doing this so that you have control of everything, and I don't. Okay? So, unfortunately, they take some of that out of our hands. But then number 2 is you have to opt in. So you'll need to opt into the new rewards program right away, because if you wait till later, you might have already had some orders and you won't get credit for them. And then, of course, every time you, number 3 says, all orders of $20 or more will earn 10% rewards. And then 4, you can start spending your rewards on the next order, or you can save them up for something big, whatever you decide to do. I think they last a year. Now 5 is this. And this won't apply to any of you, but it might apply to some of my customers who don't get online at all, who don't want to shop online. They want me to order for them, and I can still do that, but you won't earn rewards. But I'll still offer my free class with a $50 minimum order, and that's exclusive to me. So I will still be offering that, and maybe other perks along the way that I'll have. So sorry that got wordy, but I did want to make sure I explained that so that you know it's urgent that you do this now, because April 15th is coming fast. Okay? All right, let's pop back over here and let's get started stamping. I want to show you a new fun fold that I learned, and it's just this little, it just has this little flap on the front, and I might zoom this in just a tad so that you can see better. Has lots of white, unfortunately. I did pull out this, this glimmer paper is still on the last chance products list as far as I know. It is something that my retreat goers are going to get. I'm going to tell you that so that you don't go buy some if you're coming to retreat. And so this might be a card that you'll see at retreat. That's why I pulled it out to use. I wanted to do black and I love black and white with a pop of color, and I knew I had this glimmer paper there to play with and to work on for retreat. So I decided to do that. So I'm going to walk you through how to make this card. You're going to need a cutter for this. We're going to start with 8.5 by or 5.5 by 8.5, and on the long side you're going to score it at 4 1/4, so that's in half, and then you'll need to bring this out and score it at 7 1/4. Okay, then you're going to turn it so that the short score line is at the top, and you're going to cut it. So here's what I did. I put it to the edge of my cutting thing here because that's 1 1/2, because I need that measurement. So at 1 1/2, I'm going to put my cutter down at the score line and cut that. And I already did it, so I'm not going to do it again. And then I'm going to come here to 1 1/2 on this side, and I'm going to cut from there, the score line up. Okay? And now I put X's here already so that it would be visual for you. I got this fold from Laura Siki, and it's very, very easy to do. So you could cut this on your cutter, or you can cut it with your scissors, whatever you feel more comfortable with. We're just going to cut those two pieces out so that all we have left is this little flap. Okay? Now, let's see. This is our front. So we are going to fold it on the 4 1/4 fold, score line. And then we're going to fold this back, and we'll burnish that because we definitely want that to lay back good. So I found that you definitely need to burnish that one. All right. The next step is just really decorating it and stamping. So we'll pull out our stamps. I'm going to use this one. This is one from the set, this bundle, and it's so cool. I love it. We're going to use Highland Heather ink and some black. All right, so let me grab. So I don't know if you can see. Ooh, that really went a little wonky because it's so white. The stitching there. This is a dash and a dash, like a dash and a slash, maybe the whole way around. Excuse me. And we're going to ink up the stamp good. I do know that if you grab an ink pad that is very, very juicy, you're not going to get as good of a look with this stamp, because it is, I'm not sure that they're even calling these what they used to call them. It used to have a name on it, but it has all of that little detail in there, and so you want that full image. And this isn't even showing up really good because I probably got it a little too inky. I could do the other side, but I'm just going to go with that for now. I'm going to glue that. I have this layered on, right on the glimmer paper. So definitely use a lot of adhesive because the glimmer paper does not adhere well. So I'm going to press that in really good. And then I just cut a piece of our basic black. Whoops. I'm running off the edge of that thing. Just so that there's a little bit over the edge of this die cut. Now I did cut this glimmer paper with one of those textured dies. And I doubt that you can see it from on the video. Yeah, there, maybe you can see it. This one has longer lines and dashes on it. And then this is going to go on our front. But before we do that, I do want to add our designer paper here. So let's go ahead and do that first. I think I'm running out of adhesive on this. It's acting a little wonky for some reason. Not sure what I did to make it dislike me. Okay, now I'm going to add adhesive here, and this is movable, so I want a lot of adhesive on here. And I'm putting it on here rather than on there because this way I know exactly where it's going. And it is a little tricky to get this centered, so I'm going to hold that down and center it at the top. And then I can press it down. It wants to grab it before it's ready to go down. All right, see how it lifts like that. Now we're going to add our ribbon next. And I'm just going to add it up until it gets to the little hinge. Okay, so I'm just putting it at the bottom here. And let's see if I got enough there. I do want to tie this into a bow, so I want it enough. There we go. All right, and then let's do the inside, then we'll add our gems. So the inside, I cut another one with a really cool design, and it has, probably should have brought you the blue. I cut all of them out with the blue, and I should have probably brought that to show you because it would look, you would be able to see it better than the white. Maybe I'll grab them quick. And then on this one, I just used the thank you. You can grab another saying if you want. I guess I didn't use black on this one. I was going to use black with this, but I didn't then. And then the gems, I just added a couple of black ones. Where did I lay them now? Here they are. Under the cutter, of course. I have a couple more cards to show you then, so don't run off yet. All right. There's a large and a small in these, so we'll do a large and a small and a small. There we go. And I didn't put a greeting on the front just because I felt like I didn't want to take away from any of that. If I did anything, I would maybe put a little something up here, but I didn't want to add another tag to that. Now you could also put some designer paper in here if you like. You can make it as fancy as you want. Let me show you, get those other cards to show you. All right, I forgot something. I forgot to add my designer paper here. And I think I'm going to use this side. I want it to be a little more dramatic than this sort of grayish. So it's supposed to go in here. I wanted to cover up, well, I'll show you. I wanted to cover up some of this purple so that when you close your card, you've got an alternating designer paper there. So on this one, I used a striped black, so it was a little darker than the piece that I had here. So I like this one better because this one has a little too much white on it, but I think they're still cute. And you know, I thought I zoomed this in, but did I zoom it out? What the world? Did it just change on me, or did I really screw that up? Anyways, so let me show you these frames. I'm going to pull this in here and see if you can see these a little better. See how much better it looks with the blue. So each of them, I just put all the dies together and cut them out at one time. That's what makes the frame. Now each one individually does not make a frame. You have to have two together to make a frame. But they framed each other because that's how they were layered on the sheet when they came. So I just wanted to see all of them at the same time. And it's sort of nice because then you can see sizes and things like that. So I have these as a pattern. All right. Now I did promise you some other cards, and they're buried somewhere here. Here they are. All right. So I got another fun fold, and it's another one that is going to be part of that package. So I'm not going to show you too much about that one. And my third fun fold is this one. Again, part of that package. And then this is one of the cards as well that was in my email, so I will show you this one. And this cute little sort of a woven part of a basket, and then there's a circular basket here. You can see I did in the pecan pie, stamped off just so that you can see it lightly. Just really fun collage-y type backgrounds. So the other thing I wanted to show you was this Creative Stampers Collective that 12 of us have joined together to provide you with some fabulous PDFs and video tutorials each month to award them to our wonderful customers for your loyalty. And the Storybook Friends is the one we're doing this month. And so when you place an order of $60 or more online, you will get this tutorial. And inside of it, there are links to every single project that you see right there. So there's a PDF for each one, and there's a video for each one. Each demonstrator does one for the Storybook Friends in March. And then in April, we'll be doing the beautiful butterflies, so stay tuned for that one. But I don't want you to miss out on these special things we're offering. If you would like to just purchase this tutorial outright, just let me know. That was in the email. Or you can message me here. And I do want to let you know that my demonstrators this month will get this absolutely free with no strings attached. So if you're on my team or join my team, the reason being we want you guys to see what great, what do I want to say, business or crafty ideas it will give you. And then from here on out, when you place any order for yourself, or you have a customer place an order, anytime you have sales in your bank, you will get it for free from me. So I'm not explaining that very well, but I hope that makes sense, and I'll try to explain it to you coming up just so that you know what's going on there as for my team. That's all I have for you tonight. So I thank you for joining me. I hope that you have a wonderful week, and hopefully I'll see some of you at retreat. I'll see some of you next week at class. All right, guys, that's it. I've got to run. Take care. God bless.